Hey family, how are you doing? I am back. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. And for those of you that are new, I'm Netta, and this is Black Lives Count, because we know that Black lives really do count. So family, we're going to get into that story about the two Caucasian men that were going over to Haiti, or they thought so, or so they thought. They were going to go over to Haiti to do I don't know what they were going to call it, because what was going to end up happening to them is they were going to end up in somebody's soup, okay? And that person can invite me to dinner too, okay? I'm just joking. All right, so let's get into it. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances is made for fair use. All right, this is a little article in a paper called the Valley News. So it says, 2 men accused of plotting to invade Haitian island and murder all of the men and make the women and children sex slaves. Yes, family, they said women and children sex slaves. But remember, this demographic is the 78 or higher, probably 88% of the well, they're 29% of the population, but the over 80% of the population about who commit crimes against children. Yeah, it's that population. So, Plano, Texas. 2 men have been charged in connection to plotting to invade an island off of Haiti, murdering all of the men and using the women and children as sex slaves. Gavin Rivers Weisberg, 21, and Tanner Christopher Thomas, 20. Man, they didn't have either picture of either of these men. You ever notice that when the white men do commit crimes and do all these horrendous acts, how they don't put their papers, whether it's cops shooting unarmed people or whatever, they never put their pictures in the initial stories. So it says, were both named in the 2-count indictment. Only 2 counts now, okay? They were going to take out a whole bunch of people and then use the children and the women as slaves, okay? So, but 2 counts. Anyway, it says, which was returned by a federal grand jury in the Eastern District of Texas, charging them with conspiracy to murder, maim, and kidnapping in a foreign country and production of child pornography. So it says the pair allegedly conspired to recruit unhoused people in the Washington, D.C. area. Something that they are not saying about this story, family. Another brother did it, and I can't recall the channel. Good grief, I wish I could. But another brother did it that I watched. And they're not saying that they had a whole internet, thing about it. And there were hundreds of people on there saying they wanted to participate. Count them in. Now, where are all those Caucasian men that wanted to partake, or Cajun, Hispanic, whatever they were, that wanted to partake in this activity and go over, because the government knows who they all are. All of their names or their IP addresses are attached to all of those profiles. So why have we not heard anything about those others that are also or were also conspiring? That will put a lot of white men in jail. That's why they're not looking at them. It says so they conspired to recruit homeless people in the Washington D.C. area. The U.S. Attorney's Office said the men made operational and logistical plans, learned Haitian Creole language, and researched and enrolled in schools to acquire skills relevant to the plan. Authorities said Thomas enlisted in the Air Force to acquire relevant military skills. Weisenberg and Thomas are also charged with production of child pornography in a related count in the indictment. Weisenberg and Thomas face up to life in federal prison if convicted of the federal conspiracy charge. If convicted of the production of child porn charge, they faced at least 15 years and up to 30 years in federal prison. So, first and foremost, what they should do now, since the story has come out, send their ass over to Haiti. Send their asses over to Haiti and let those men in Haiti deal with that enemy. Let them deal with it. The United States shouldn't have anything to do with it. Send them over there, since that is where they were planning their operation and their crime. Because, see, unfortunately, and they were not here when they committed some of those crimes. Send them to some of the countries that they were committing those crimes in by, preparing for them to go and try and do this plot. It's a shame. It's ridiculous. Send them over there. Okay, I can guarantee you they won't do that. And it's unfortunate they're saying that they could get up to life imprisonment, but we know the unjust justice system in America and how it favors the Caucasians. And so this is why they say, the crime rate in the black community is so high. No, it's not. The crime rate in the white community is highest of every community, but because they don't report it, and because they don't get arrested, or they are let off, or they are given so much leniency to the fact of them just not even being charged often, it's not reported. So there's not as much data in the system as it is for black people, who they will arrest for jaywalking, for turning around, for watching a movie, for taking out their cell phone, for anything that black people do, that they can be charged for doing it. And it can be something silly, but they can do it. We see every day how people call the police on black people, and they do that because of the relevance to slavery, where the police back then were the slave catchers. So in essence, that's what they are using them for today. Family, I just say there's going to come a day, and see, we already know the history of the Haitian Revolution. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to go over there and mess with those people? Oh yes. They should have they should let them over there now. What's that one gangbanger they be talking about over there in Haiti? Oh goodness, what, Hush Puppy? I think that's his name, whatever his name is, okay? Puppy something. Let Hush Puppy and them get a hold of their asses, okay? And let's see if they'll want to stay over there in Haiti and do the things that they wanted to do. These people are despicable. That lineage of evil of racist Caucasians is despicable and degenerate. And this is the kind of shit that they want to do. They want to go over to someone else's country, which they already did that here, okay? Go over to someone else's country and then kill all the males, okay? And then take the women and the children for sex slaves. They don't care whether they boys, girls, or in between. They don't even care. This is the problem. Privilege, white privilege, is an issue for the world. See, many of you, many all across the globe, just thought, white people was just the coolest thing, the beans and juice or whatever. I don't know. But many of you just kiss up to white supremacy when they plot on you like this. We've dealt with it. Here in America, black Americans have dealt with this for over 400 years and beyond. And we've fought them. This is why we're so hated here in America. This is why every system that they have been built to keep black Americans down. And many of you melanated people from Haiti and Africa and different countries in Africa and the Caribbean come over to America and snub your noses at black American. And then these people, you plot with these people against us. And these people plot against you. Day and night. We have to wake up. And I'm talking to the melanated global family. You guys have to really wake up and understand white supremacy is not your friend. White supremacy does not love you and does not want you around either. But they will use you against us. Yeah, it's a shame. It's disgusting. But we'll see. We're going to keep track of this story so that we can see exactly what they get. Okay? Exactly. Especially with who's in the White House right now. All right, family. I thank you so much. Let me hear what you think about it. Should they just send their asses over to Haiti today, right now? Put them on the plane, quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'd even pay for it. Send their ass over there. Or should they just let them serve out or get punished here and then serve out their punishment here in America? Thanks, family. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and comment again. And again, thanks to the subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, you are so welcome to become one. We want you over here. All right, family? Peace, love, and blessings. Black power.